What's going on, everybody? How are you? I hope all is well. Hope you guys are out gigging, putting a smile on people's faces. First of all, I want to thank my son, my little 8-year-old, for going out like a champ today and helping run the camera. Really cut down on time so I could worry about setting up and trying to do some halfway decent videos that you might want to see. I want to see them. I'm going to go back and keep rewatching them. But he was a champ today, so to help facilitate that. Anyways, you are watching one of 4 comparison videos coming up, okay? DBR10 versus DXR12 Mark II. DBR10 versus DBR12. That's going to be for W. Weiss or Bill Weiss. If you haven't checked out his channel, go do that. He does a lot of cool working musician speakers. He'll do some, QSC stuff. Got some Yamaha stuff. I think JBL stuff, maybe Mackie, on up to some RCF-TT stuff, I think. So W. Weiss is his channel, and I believe about probably a month ago now, or 5 weeks ago, he requested DBR10 versus DBR12. So there you go. Going to have a DBR12 versus DXR12 Mark II and the DXR12 Mark II versus Evolve 30M. Why am I doing this? I'll try to keep this quick. But after you watch this once, this is going to be the same intro for each video. So you'll probably be able to skip up 4 or 5 minutes for each one. Okay? I've been listening to in the studio here with a critical ear the last couple of weeks between the horns, the top end sound of my DXR series and the DBR series. Why am I doing that? Well, there's been a couple of times when I thought we would be using the Evolve 30M or 30Ms that we have, but we didn't. Why? Once or twice outside, it was just too big of an area where they needed a longer projection. Widthwise, coverage horizontal would have been fine, but it was just, there was just times when it was going to be a little bit too far. I think we would have been undergun. Probably would have got it done. But I see these things, when I kick them up to a point, I do see the limit lights come on the back earlier than what I would expect. That's all right. They're still sounding good, but it tells me I don't have a lot of headroom left. Probably, hardly any. When I had the Evolve 50s before, I never seen that. And they got, they definitely got louder. So, but everything good I said about these, I still stand by. I really do. Definitely quality sound. I like that. So. And then there was another time last week, actually, we were supposed to play at a restaurant bar outside patio, narrow and long. We took the EV30M there about a month ago for that gig. It was fine, but people up front started getting, I think, too much sound because we had to kick it up a little more to get sound to the back. We always used point source there before. Once a 50 EV50 Evolve 50. But usually point source, I like getting speaker up high, get it above their heads, and that way I can project all that sound to the back without an issue, without blasting people up front. So that's the goal, right? So, but last week, due to weather, we had to go gig inside, and where they put you in this place in the corner of the bar is sweet, because one 90-degree dispersion box fills the bar perfectly. Bar, restaurant mostly. If we would have had the Evolve to be able to get sound out through the whole room, it's a decent sized restaurant actually, to get sound out through the whole room. The problem is there were some high top tables about 3 or 4 foot to our left, about 4 or 5 foot out, 3 or 4 foot to our left, with 6 or 8 people at them a piece. And I didn't have no other way to elevate the 30M, unless we bought the $100 short stick for it, which I haven't done that, and put it up on a table. But I don't know. I really wouldn't want to do that, but we would have been hurting some people with some loud sound just to get sound all the way back. So anyways, we just happened to have a DXR12 that night, and threw that up on a stand, got it high in the air. Nobody had to take a beating to the ears. Nobody had to complain to us or complain to management or something like that, because that's no fun for nobody, right? It doesn't make us look good. So anyways, that's just a couple of situations. Other than that, I still like everything else about them that I talked about. I think I told you, the whole thing is the DBR series adequate? So I've been listening. I mean, that horn, the DXR horn is smoother to me when I really, really listen. It is smoother. The only thing I got here is the Mark II of the DXR anyways. But it is smoother to me than the DBR10 horn. It is, a little bit smoother than the DBR12 horn. But what it boils down to is, does it really matter when we're singing and playing guitar through them and using them in the context that they were expected to be used? I don't think people are out there trying to critique a horn or a speaker's sonic signature. I think as long as what you're putting into it, guitar, your vocals, whatever else you're putting into it, I think it's the talent that's feeding it. Garbage in, garbage out type thing is really what it boils down to. So anyways, you know, if you guys could listen, you know, to each of these comparisons and his comment what you guys think. Hey, you know what, for half the money I'm definitely sticking with DBR. Now for twice the money I like DXR better, you know. So I know for the big stuff outside, open air stuff, I'm glad we got the DXRs 100% without a doubt. But the smaller outside stuff and definitely inside stuff, I think the DBR is adequate. So anyways, I think I covered that. 4 videos. The rest of these you can skip. You'll see the name in the title of what comparison it is. And that's it, man. Do good shows. Love you guys. Here's your video. See ya. Oh, wait a minute. One more thing. All the audio is captured with the Google Pixel 6 cell phone. The mic is Shure GLX-D wireless system with the Beta 58. Guitar is a wireless GLX-D pedal version. The Epiphone AJ220 SCE, and it is mixed through a Yamaha MG10 XU into whatever speaker you're listening to. So there you go. All right, with no reverb on at all. We are on the DBR10 right now. Just making sure that the 12 is not on. No, it's not. So we are on the Yamaha DBR10. This is simply just a talking test right here. Once again, everybody, thanks for showing up today. These are on the Yamaha DBR10. Yamaha DBR10 should be to your right, and we're going to go ahead and switch this over. All right, same thing, everybody, except we're on the DXR12 now, on your left. The Yamaha DXR12 Mark II, just to show that the Yamaha is not on, or the DBR is not on. So once again, everybody, thank you guys for showing up today. 1, 2. 1, 2, everybody. All right, 1, 2. All right, that is great right there. That is great. This is just a no reverb talking test for you guys. No reverb talking test. Let's go back to the DBR. Okay, we are on the DBR10 right now. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in today and hanging out and taking a look at this little comparison right here. And let's go back to the DXR12. We are back in the DXR12 right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope you guys get something out of this. I hope I do too, even though I probably won't. Because if you guys are like me, you change your mind a lot about gear. And let's go back to the DBR10 right there. So we're going to end it right here on the DBR10. All right, Yamaha DBR10 slow song. The vows that we made are unbroken, still hanging on. But each day I feel myself slipping, it's getting harder at home. And the babies hurt the most, but mommies and daddies, they fight. No winners, just losers, alone, their tears every night. All right, now the DXR12 Mark II. The vows that we made are unbroken, still hanging on. But each day I feel myself slipping, it's getting harder at home. And the babies hurt the most, mommies and daddies, they fight. No winners, just losers, alone, the tears every night. All right, guys, let's stay right on the DXR12. DXR12 now still. Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees. Crickets are singing and the lightning bugs floating on the breeze. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me going fishing in the dark. All right, DBR10 now. Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees. Crickets are singing and the lightning bugs floating on the breeze. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me going fishing in the dark. All right, guys, there is the DBR10 right now with a little bit of reverb on it. Yamaha DBR10 and DBR10 with the guitar right there. All right, once again, thank you guys for showing up, hanging out. Hot summer sun. Still on the DBR10. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. All right, with the reverb still on, back to the DXR. Appreciate you guys coming and hanging out in the hot summer sun. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Do good shows. God bless you guys.